Thank you, Honourable Speaker, sir. I thank the Honourable Member for his question. I think it's a great question, very relevant, and to what the police are doing, and in line with the government's commitment to improve capabilities for the police to enhance their operations. But before I do that, Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to inform the House, Mr. Speaker, sir, on 3 questions that was raised by the Honourable Nan yesterday during the debate relating to 3 police reports in Singatoka. One was at Kulukulu, one was about the house that was burned, and the third one was on the farm. Honourable Speaker, sir, for your information, those 3 instances has been attended to, and police have notified the Honourable Member too early this morning. I wish to take this time to thank the police officer at Singatoka for their response to that. I hope in future that we don't need to use the parliamentary floor to address some of these operational issues. There are processes in place, police, yeah. And if we are able to do that, it will be most useful that we test the systems at the operation level, and that's important. But I thank the Honourable Member for raising the issue yesterday to me. Mr. Speaker, sir, before I dwell into the actual reply for the Honourable Member, I also wish to register the importance of CCTV in the last few days, and how we've attended to some cases on records sent by the population or community that has greatly assisted the police in identifying, arresting, and charging culprits that were involved in various instances in the community. Mr. Speaker, sir, government is committed to ensuring that the Fiji Police Force is well equipped through effective policing practices and also modern technologies that it wants to introduce to enable proactive crime prevention strategies for the Fiji Police Force. As I had mentioned yesterday, the crime landscape and security landscape has changed significantly, and therefore we need to adopt the most effective means of addressing some of the challenges that the police face in making sure that our community, our people are safe and secure. To achieve this, there has been a significant investment towards the CCTV camera installation program under the Fiji Police Force Safe City project, which is part of the 4-year Fiji Police Force Strategic Plan 2025 to 2029. This aligns with the National Development Plan and the Ministry's Strategic Plan 2025 to 2030. Why this is done, Mr. Speaker, sir, the primary purpose of a CCTV camera installation is, I will mention a few here. One, it's a deterrent. It's to deter and prevent criminal activities wherever it is. 2, support intelligence work and evidence submission in legal proceedings. It also helps greatly. 3, monitor movement of people to promote public safety and improve public confidence. Support traffic management and monitoring on the roads and highways. Offer real-time monitoring and rapid responses and operational efficiency in response to emergency incidents. Last and not least, actually it's about support to enhance police operations. For this particular project, Mr. Speaker, sir, where it is, under this project, there are 230 CCTV cameras across the 50 sites along the Suva and Nausori corridor. Currently, a total of 97 cameras are in operations, and if I just wish to mention just a few where they are, 75 cameras between Suva bus stand and Suva market area. For those that are listening out there, I'm sure I'll be extra careful as you walk the streets in Suva. 12 installed around Ratusukuna Park, 8 in around Albert Park, and 15 more cameras expected to be installed in the coming months. 2 around Stinson Parade, and more cameras to be installed beyond the CBD, along, including the Sese, Flagstaff, and Turek. Mr. Speaker, sir, there are also plans to expand to the Western Division along Nandi and Lautoka corridor. There's also a question on the technical specification and capabilities here, part of the question. Mr. Speaker, sir, these are high resolution cameras to help on the identification, monitoring, recording of everything that is to be seen, to see, monitor, record, and identify in a very simple way. Mr. Speaker, sir, to justify the installation of this, the current Police Act 1965, Section 17, Clause 5 covers that particular part. There are also plans to have that included in the, I think it's a provision of that in the new Police Act 2026, which is still with the Standing Committee, Mr. Speaker, sir. I am mindful, we are mindful of concerns by public and society where it infringes into people's lives. We are very careful with that these laws are also intended to safeguard all these issues here. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.